Does your agency constantly look for new talent?
We do, and we have a ton of repeat business, especially here locally in Myrtle Beach, and we do a lot of the attractions and outdoor events and festivals in the area. So a lot of them have a built-in. Myrtle Beach is very funny because there's a lot of repeat business. I mean, people come here year after year after year, and they do the same things, which is kind of crazy. They eat at the same restaurants, they go to the same attractions, and they want to see the same shows. And it's really, really different from anywhere else I've ever been because a lot of the other places they kind of want to keep things coming in and out and freshen things up. But for a long time we would do the same exact show, and if you add something, I mean, it's always good to kind of add things here and there to kind of freshen it up. But if you don't do a certain number, they'll come up to you afterwards and they're like, "Well, why didn't you do the fat suit? We love the fat suit, and I told these are all my friends that haven't seen it, and we thought you were going to do the fat suit." So it's like, I took that out because I've been doing it for 5 years. But this market, they really, really like the same thing, and so you have to really know your market. But it's really amazing. We go out and just knowing the great performers that I've had the opportunity to work with in the past, and they know people that know people. So just I mean, it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon kind of thing, and you can kind of get to know anybody, or you can, if you need an act, you can make 2 calls and you can find that act. So that's what's so great about what I bring to the agency is that, my network of performers and friends is fantastic. So I really open it up to anybody that wants to send me, promotional material that has, professionally produced. I mean, it doesn't have to be, extreme top of the line, but shows that, you've taken some steps to kind of market yourself and removed all of your personal info so that I don't have to do that. And you want to send it to me and say, hey, you want to put them on the website? I will definitely, add them to the talent roster if they, come recommended, or, say, hey, my friend, blah, blah, blah knows you. And they said that, you're looking for, global death. So, here's my stuff. And definitely, we love to have as a diverse, talent roster as possible because, that's kind of what makes us, worthy of our clients. You say, whatever you need, we can get. And so, we're constantly updating everything. And this year, it's funny, we kind of switched over to a new website format, and it's that whole HTML5 thing. So I'm kind of learning as I go because I kind of like to do that stuff as well. So I've been, just backed up tremendously by adding new performers up, but slowly but surely it's coming along.
Okay. Do you get submissions quite regularly?
I do, and it's funny because a lot of the submissions I get that are unsolicited come from the other countries, and acts that are like amazing, like human pyramid acts or street performers that are doing like break dances mixed with comedy and all these amazing acts from other countries, which are fantastic. But it's really, really hard to bring acts from other countries over to work without you have to deal with the whole visa issue and stuff like that. So unless it's like an amazingly big world festival or something like that, most of the time we'll probably stick to our immediate talent base. But yeah, I do. I get a lot of acts, especially on the Facebook page because we're so easy to find. Everybody's like, "Here's my link," and they're like a Moroccan tumbling act, and they're amazing. But I can't bring you over.
Yeah.
So
So do you take the time to check everything out, or I mean, what has to stand out to you to get you to look at somebody?
well, I think what immediately it has to do, it has to have correct spelling. If something doesn't have correct spelling, I automatically dismiss it, and it really it could be the world's best act in the world, but if it just doesn't look right, if it looks spammy or something like that, I'll just delete it. And it's sad to say because I'm sure there's a lot of talented performers out there that might not have English as a first language or something like that, but unless I go out and search for it, I probably won't do it. A lot of things I look for, are the picture. It's got to have a nice picture, a nice promotional picture. Things that stand out, like are the props in good shape that they're using? If they use animals, the animals look like they've been well taken care of. Just a lot of things too, especially we don't like to do with a lot of things like with controversy and stuff like that. We kind of keep everything family friendly and things that could work in a corporate environment. So as to not offend people, we try not to kind of ruffle too many feathers. So it's got to be clean and family friendly as well. And if there's any indication as to maybe they work a little bit blue or something like that, we might kind of put it in a different pile. So
Understood.